And they're off. All came away well. Between horses, it's Isle of Birth. On the inside, here comes Smarty Jones. And Smarty Jones asserts himself early and will take charge as they come onto the main track. On the outside, Salty Punch runs second, Isle of Birth running third. Hey Rube is on the outside fourth, followed next by City Line Avenue fifth. Down inside, Yes We Can sixth. Joey G is seventh on the outside. Seaver follows that one. Seaver is running about 8 lengths back at this point. Then it's a length to Primal Wizard, about 6 more. Back to Joey G in the trailer is Stars Gold. Opening quarter was 21-4. Smarty Jones goes to the far turn, 3.5 furlongs remaining. He's in front by about 2.5 lengths. It's Salty Punch, who is in hot pursuit second. After that, it's a gap of another 3 back to Isle of Birth. Isle of Birth running third by 3. Hey Rube is fourth, followed next by Yes We Can. But Smarty Jones went the half at a sizzling 44-1. And the elusive Quality Colt turns for home. He is in command by 6. He's in command by 7. Look at Smarty Jones inside the gate pole, just roaring away. Salty Punch giving futile chase. After that comes Isle of Birth. But look at this colt, folks. Smarty Jones in hand, wrapped up, much the best. He is just awesome. Smarty Jones by 10 on the wire. Salty Punch was second. Isle of Birth was third.
They're in the gate. And they're off. And right from the beginning, it's Risky Trick racing for the lead. And Sinister G comes away second. Smarty Jones off a beat slowly. Will be 3 wide going into the clubhouse turn. Distressed Debt, very eager. Fourth and in behind the lead. Distressed Debt, a little hard to handle going into that turn. Then RB's Glitter, followed by Mr. Spock and One Tough Dude. Risky Trick out there winging as they make the bend into the backstretch run. Zip through a quarter in 23 1/5 seconds. Sinister G is second, and the favorite Smarty Jones just on the outside and rating back in third position. Distressed Debt is very eager and is well in hand, cruising in behind the leaders, running fourth, 5 furlongs to go. Then a break of another 3 back to One Tough Dude and RB Splitter, and another 4 back to Mr. Spock the trailer as the field approaches the half-mile pole. At the half, it's still Risky Trick. Sinister G giving chase second. On the outside, Smarty Jones. The half went in 47 seconds flat. And Distressed Debt is given his cue now, but he's still about 6 lengths from the lead. They're rounding the far turn, and Smarty Jones is coming on to tackle Risky Trick. Risky Trick connects Smarty Jones second by 2. Sinister G is running in third. RB's Glitter is fourth. Distressed Debt is giving it up and dropping back in fifth. Off the turn into the stretch, Smarty Jones powers up alongside Risky Trick and grabs the lead at the top of the stretch. Smarty Jones in front, roused to a narrow lead. Risky Trick battles on second on the inside by 6. Sinister G and RB's Glitter, and they're coming down to the finish, and Smarty Jones is going to do it here. Smarty Jones will roll home at 2-5, the emphatic winner of the Count Fleet. Risky Trick was second, and Mr. Spock closed well and got third.
They're in the gate, and they're off in the southwest, and like a shot, Wildcat Shoes is out and running. Wildcat Shoes takes command. Smarty Jones rushes quickly into second. Pyramid Performer right there in third, down along the inside. That's number 1, along with 2 down Automatic. Pro Prado settles into sixth, another 3 lengths further back to Archie B. Then Got the Goods. At the back of the pack is Proper Prado. They move on the turn. The opening quarter mile, 22-4, as the speedy Wildcat Shoes leads at a length and 3/4. Smarty Jones second. Pyramid Performer is third. Number 1's Got the Rail in fourth. 2 down Automatic is a length back in fifth. It's 3.5 back to Pro Prado in sixth. Another 4 back to Got the Goods. Archie B. Proper Prado trailing this fast pace in the southwest, set by Wildcat Shoes once again. Wildcat Shoes gets the half mile, 45-4. 2 lengths further back is Smarty Jones, and another 3.5 back, and there goes 2 down Automatic and number 1 through along the inside. Pyramid Performer drops back to fifth as they move on the final turn. The leader is Wildcat Shoes. Smarty Jones is on the move. In the middle of the track is number 1 Automatic. And now here comes Proper Prado making his move on the extreme outside. They're past 3/4, 1:11-1. Here they come into the stretch of the Southwest. In the middle of the track, Smarty Jones now up to engage Wildcat Shoes for the lead. To the middle of the track, 2 Down Automatic is next. And on the outside, Pro Prado now coming on. The leader is Smarty Jones. 2 Down Automatic second. Pro Prado to the outside. They drive for the wire. Smarty Jones leads it. Here's 2 Down Automatic. Pro Prado. Smarty Jones continues undefeated, wins the Southwest by 3/4. 2 Down Automatic was second, and Pro Prado finished third. 1:37-2 the running time. And they're off for the Rebel. And driving for the lead, in the middle of the track, Smarty Jones with Purge. Pro Prado right there in third. To the rail, that's Mr. Jester in fourth. Alongside is Archie B. To his outside is Cryptograph. It's 2.5 lengths further back then to Maisie's Son. Proper Prado and Grand Prospect at the back of the field as they move on the turn in the Rebel. And it is Purge leading it by 3/4. Smarty Jones right there second. At the rail, Mr. Jester and Kent DeSormo third. Pro Prado's close up today in fourth. 2.5 back, and Cryptograph takes over fifth. To his inside is Archie B. Another 2 to Maisie's Son. Then 4 lengths further back to Grand Prospect in the trailer, Proper Prado. The opening quarter was raced in 23-2 as Purge leads the way. Smarty Jones still second. Mr. Jester waiting at the rail with Pro Prado, Cryptograph on the move. The half in 47-3. They head to the final turn, and Purge is still going along nicely for John Velasquez. Now Smarty Jones wants to put the pressure on. Pro Prado is right there in third. Mr. Jester at the rail in fourth. Cryptograph beginning his move to the outside fifth. It's 4 lengths back to Grand Prospect in sixth. They go past the 3/4 in 1:12. And here they come into the stretch of the Rebel. And it is Purge and Smarty Jones right together battling for that lead. Pro Prado is third. Mr. Jester is fourth, followed by Cryptograph. And now Smarty Jones takes command. Purge drops back to second. Pro Prado is third. But it is Smarty Jones in full stride and pulling away. He's 1 step closer to $5 million. Smarty Jones the winner by 3.5 lengths over Purge, who ran second, and Pro Prado was third. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Arkansas Derby 2004. Pro Prado broke sharply, as did Smarty Jones on the outside. Down along the rail is Mambo Train, and between horses, Purge. But coming by the grandstand the first time, Smarty Jones has a head in front of Purge. Mambo Train's at the rail in third. Patea Shadowland in fourth, tucked in at the rail. Borrego is fifth. Then it is Harvard Avenue, followed by Hassle Free and Pro Prado. After that, it's Every Advantage, a length and a half to Mr. Jester. And Tricky Taboo trails the opening quarter, 22-3. They head for the backstretch. Purge leads the neck. On the outside, Smarty Jones second, a length and a half. Shadowland third. At the rail, Borrego is fourth. Between a Mambo Train is fifth by 2. Harvard Avenue now sixth. Hassle Free is next, followed by Pro Prado, Mr. Jester, and Every Advantage. Tricky Taboo still trails. They get the half in 46-4, with Purge still leading away. Smarty Jones is second. Shadowland is right there outside of Mambo Train. At the rail, Borrego in striking position fifth. 3 lengths further back, Harvard Avenue is now sixth as they head onto the final turn of the Arkansas Derby, with Purge and Smarty Jones still right together. Borrego poised to act along the inside. Pate and Shadowland are still right there. Between horses, Mambo Train. Harvard Avenue coming on. 3/4, 1:11-3. Here they come into the stretch of the Arkansas Derby, and it is Smarty Jones who takes command and draws clear by 3 lengths. Purge is still second. Borrego now moves to the middle in third. Smarty Jones leads it by 3.5 and is pulling away. They're driving toward the wire. It is Smarty Jones by 3. Borrego trying to make one late move. Pro Prado at the rail. Smarty Jones leading by 2. It is Smarty Jones. 1 step more to Kentucky and 1 giant step to $5 million. Smarty Jones has won the Arkansas Derby.
The 3-horse, and everyone expects him to go to the front. Lionheart under Mike Smith just arrived this morning. He's been training at Keeneland, about 80 miles away. The owners paid $1.4 million for him as a 2-year-old. Second in the San Rafael, second to the Cliff's Edge in the Bluegrass Stakes. 15 is Smarty Jones, that $5 million bonus. And Stuart Elliott, first time in the Derby, but he's 39 years old and has ridden over 3,000 winners. Based in Philadelphia Park, Smarty, as you see, 6 for 6. Number 16 is Castledale, the Irish bred winner of the
Gold Rush, and jockey Corey Nakatani. The horses to look for leaving the starting gate will be Quinton's Gold Rush, number 10, Smarty Jones, number 15, who's got some speed, and Lionheart, number 3. Ready for the start. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. Imperialism got a little bump from the cliff's edge at the start. Read the footnotes, comes away in good order, and there's Lionheart flashing his early speed today. Minister Eric is up close to the pace. Limehouse down toward the inside has been taken back. Quinton's Gold Rush on the far outside. Bias for the first time. Lionheart leads the way in a host of pursuers. Minister Eric is there. Read the footnotes is third. Smarty Jones very eager. He's fourth. Pollard's Vision is there on the outside. And Quinton's Gold Rush stacks 6 wide as they move into the clubhouse turn. Farther back, Master David is running along in 7th position. Borrego is 8th on the outside. Pro Prado moves up into 9th. Birdstone is 10th, and in between horses, Limehouse is saving ground 11th. Castledale in the clear. He's now running in 12th. Friends Lake is now 13th. Song of the Sword is 14th. Tappet is running together 15th and 16th with the cliff's edge. And Imperialism is 17th. He has but 1 horse beaten, and that is action this day. The opening half mile, 46 3/5 seconds. And Lionheart throws down the gauntlet and opens up by 3. Testing fractions for him, 5 furlongs to go. Smarty Jones is a stalking second as they approach the far turn. Pollard's Vision in the clear, and he's right there third. Minister Eric down on the inside, moving from 4th. Read the footnotes is handling the track well. He's 5th between horses with a half mile to run. They run 3/4 in 1:11 and 4. Borrego's beginning to pick it up on the outside. Pollard's Vision threads his way through in between horses. And there goes Tappet. Tappet is circling horses on the far outside, and the cliff's edge is following him, and Imperialism is pisking his way through, down toward the inside, now to the outside, and Master David follows him. They're 12 lengths from the lead as Lionheart turns for home, and undefeated Smarty Jones comes wide off the turn, and these two hook up at the top of the stretch. Lionheart is all heart, Smarty Jones is all out, and those two deadlocked at the 8th pole, and Smarty Jones is roused to the lead by journeyman jockey Stuart Elliott, and they have taken the lead away from Lionheart. Farther back, it's Limehouse and Imperialism, and here is the first undefeated winner of the Kentucky Derby since Seattle Slew in 1977. Smarty Jones has done it. Limehouse was 2nd, Imperialism finished 3rd, and Limehouse was 4th. What a moment this must be for Stuart Elliott. A 39-year-old journeyman, he has just won the race of a lifetime.
And put it in the bank in a big way. A $5 million bonus to boot. Smarty Jones, 7 for 7. Here he is collaring Lionheart. And Charlesy, at this point, Lionheart hangs gamely, but you can see Stuart Elliott picking him up, going left-handed with a whip, and Smarty pulls away.
And speed is always dangerous. Speed is particularly dangerous in the mud. Lionheart turned into the stretch looking pretty tough, but here's the toughest one of all. Smarty Jones has always been the consummate professional, but what he's had, Tom, is brilliance. He ran the fastest Rebel Stakes in 15 years down in Arkansas. He's got speed, he's got determination, and he's got the ability to get a mile and a quarter. Indeed, he did it.
And he's got the money now. And number 1 is Lionheart, a $1.4 million 2-year-old, and he won all 3 of his races last year at 2, and this year in 3 races he's finished 2nd each time, including 2nd by 2 3/4 lengths to Smarty Jones in the Derby. Mike Smith aboard Lionheart. Number 2, he won the Derby trial. Rafael Bejarano leads the nation and wins. There's Smarty Jones. You know the story by now. 7 for 7, trying to join Seattle Slew and Majestic Prince as the only horses to ever win both the Derby and the Preakness while undefeated. Number 8, Imperialism, who had the shoe replaced a few moments ago. Seems like bad luck is followed. Huge horse. He's only had 3 starts, and he's had 6 weeks since his last one, the Santa Anita Derby, when he ran under the wire 2nd but was disqualified for 3rd. He's won 2 of his lifetime 3 races.
I'm doing it, but now they're going to resort to some physical force to move him in the starting gate, pushing, pulling. About 5 guys taking to do it. The other horses are standing in remarkably good order, and with a little oomph from assistant starters, they are in the gate. Now a water cannon will have to move into line, and we'll be ready for the start. Finally, the 129th Preakness Stakes. They are in the gate. And they're off. Smarty Jones gets off to a good beginning. Little Mathman was shuffled back, so too was Sir Shackleton. Lionheart down toward the inside. Smarty Jones comes away with the narrow lead, but there goes Lionheart with his typical early tack, and Mike Smith is angling him out as they head for the clubhouse turn, forcing Smarty Jones a little out into the track. Uncharacteristic speed from Imperialism, who's right up on the pace today. He's running third as they move into the clubhouse turn, but he's very wide. Smith really taking them out there into the track. Song of the Sword saves gone all the way. He's running along in fourth. Sir Shackleton shuffled back early is fifth. Eddington sixth in and among horses. Rock Hard 10 is under a hard hold early. 4 wide round the clubhouse turn. And down toward the inside it is Borrego. Water Cannon at the back of the pack today and Little Mathman. 23-3 for the opening quarter, and Lionheart is loose on the lead down the backstretch run. 47-1 over the deep track at Pimlico today for the opening half mile. So it is Lionheart in front, and the Derby winner, Smarty Jones, runs along in second. Jorge Chavez moving early with Song of the Sword with 5 furlongs to go. They're running along in third. Imperialism is in the clear, and the far outside he's fourth. Sir Shackleton is fifth. Jerry Bailey wants more from Eddington. He's not getting it yet. And there goes Rock Hard 10, who rolls up on the outside and around the far turn. Mike Smith is giving Smarty Jones the rail. He remains well off the rail with 3 furlongs to go on Lionheart. An inviting opening on the inside for Smarty Jones. And Rock Hard 10 is uncoiling that massive stride of his. He is third as they come to the top of the stretch, and as they hit the top of the stretch, Smarty Jones has taken the lead. It is Smarty Jones in front, Lionheart doing his best, but he's second. Rock Hard 10 is third as they come into the final furlong of the 129th Preakness, and it is Smarty Jones. He's pulling away to win impressively here. Rock Hard 10 second on the inside. He's going to win by a colossal margin. Here is Smarty Jones. He wins the Preakness by a dozen lengths. He remains undefeated, and it's on to Belmont. This Philadelphia story continues its magical way to the elusive Triple Crown. Rock Hard 10 was second. It was close for third. The final time was 1 minute 55 and 2/5 seconds. This is
Red from Philadelphia Park, one for the little guys. And Smarty Jones becomes only the 3rd horse in history to win both the Derby and Preakness with an undefeated record. He'll head to the Belmont Stakes having won 8 races in 8 starts. Stuart Elliott sneaking a peek under his shoulder there, and Charlesy, at this point, he's not taking any chances, but he doesn't see anybody else.
You know, it's interesting. John Serva said that he was still learning before the Derby. It looks to me like he's gone to graduate school here. He's got his PhD. Look at his ears. How easy did he do this?
He took them all to school today. Last year. Number 4, Birdstone, in the colors of the Mary Lou Whitney stables. Mary Lou and Nick Zito won a race on the card already today. In fact, Zito has 2 winners already today. In the Derby, Birdstone lost one of his shoes, finished 8th, but he did win the Champagne Stakes as a 2-year-old on this Belmont track line. Up closer to the pace today, and there's Smarty Jones, Pennsylvania bred but conceived in Kentucky, and all the Kentucky breeders trying to get him to stand at stud at their farm now. Last week, an offer of $30 million for him, $40 million if he wins the Belmont. We understand just a day ago the offer now has gone to
Jones. Takes his spot in post 9, moments away from the start. Will he take his place in racing history? We'll see. They're off in the 136th Belmont. Smarty Jones got off to a good beginning today. Eddington not off particularly well. Rock Hard 10 is showing speed this afternoon. He's right up there with Smarty Jones, who's on the outside. Purge comes through on the rail, and Eddington will be on the outside of Smarty Jones as they move into the clubhouse turn. And then it's Cayman now, who's running 5th and angles over toward the inside. Birdstone in between horses 6th, Royal Assault to 7th. Master David is reined in to run back in 8th position, and Longshot Tap Dancer trails the field. Purge is the leader. Rock Hard 10 right up on the pace today, and Stuart Elliott trying to find a comfort zone there with Smarty Jones. They're in the clear on the outside 3rd, not far behind Jerry Bailey and Eddington running along in 4th. Then they're followed by Royal Assault and Birdstone on the outside. The opening quarter went in 24 1/5 seconds. The half 48 3/5 seconds. The pace is fairly soft, and Smarty Jones has taken the lead as they begin their long journey down the Belmont backstretch. But he's not going to get a breather. It is Eddington to press him all the way, and Rock Hard 10 looms large just in behind the lead. He's only 2 lengths behind Smarty Jones now. There's a break of another 2.5 lengths back, and Purge down toward the inside. He's working harder to be fourth. Birdstone's alongside him. The field now moving for the 5 furlong marker. Smarty Jones, a challenge on the inside from Rock Hard 10. There's 5 furlongs to go, just a minute from the wire, and Smarty Jones has to hold on to that lead for just 1 minute more. Rock Hard 10 is pressing him from the inside. Eddington is working harder to stay within 2 lengths of the lead. Birdstone commences a rally. He's 6 lengths from the front. Purge has nothing left. Then farther back it's Royal Assault, Master David and Tap Dancer. Around the far turn, and it's Smarty Jones. He lets it out a notch to lead by 1.5 lengths. Birdstone is coming up on the outside. Rock Hard 10 is toiling. He's now 3 lengths behind. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Smarty Jones is a 4-length lead. Birdstone is moving to be second on the outside. Rock Hard 10 is back to third, and Smarty Jones enters the stretch to the roar of 120,000. But Birdstone is going to make him earn it today. The whip is out on Smarty Jones. It's been 26 years. It's just 1 furlong away. Birdstone is an upside front. They're coming down to the finish. Can Smarty Jones hold on? Here comes Birdstone. Birdstone surges past. Birdstone wins the Belmont Stakes. Smarty Jones was valiant but vanquished, finishing second. Royal Assault came on to be third. And so this Triple Crown remains vacated for 26 long years, and this magical Triple Crown trail of Smarty Jones comes to a disheartening end in the final strides of the Belmont Stakes.
Hearts broken again in the final strides at the Belmont.
And here is the ominous specter of Edgar Prado and Birdstone, who won the Champagne here last year as a 2-year-old. And now he's going to engage you in mid-stretch. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I seen him coming pretty strong, and my horse was trying. We just couldn't hold him off.
The early jousting with the other horses on both sides of you, Purge, Rock Hard 10, Eddington, ultimately perhaps cost you this race?
I would say more so just the 1.5 miles.
1.5 miles, and there's the winner, Birdstone. Stuart,